This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Monday. We're glad to have you with us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
It's the Ides of May, May 15th, 6 o'clock. Glad you're here. I'm Ray Collins. John Scalzi's in place with details of your Monday morning forecast. Hey, John.
Good morning to you. Yeah, we're looking at a little bit lighter winds today, and that's going to aid, I think, some of the firefighters around the Northport fire this afternoon. But they will be somewhat variable. That is the downside, I suppose. Humidities will be increasing, but still this afternoon, we will have some period of time when the humidities will be very low as the temperatures continue to rise. The heat is on across the Suncoast. Taking a look at the fire danger index across the Suncoast, we have, generally speaking, high category across a lot of the area, with Manatee County coming in the very high. That is down a little bit from last week, thank you to the increase in humidity and the little additional surface moisture brought on by the weekend rains. But a lot of sunshine in the forecast for today will lead to those increased evaporation rates in the afternoon. Also, shifting winds with the sea breeze front building in response to the heat. Dew points, as I mentioned, have risen, and by midweek, I think the dew points, which are across our area in the 60s, will be in the 70s, and it'll feel a lot more tropical out there. Rain chance pretty minimal today. We'll talk about that and the week ahead coming up in just a few. Back to you guys.
Talk to you soon. Thank you, John. Right now, the traffic is building up on 301 southbound. As you look at the base of your screen there from State Road 70, heading towards Sarasota, building there for some reason right now at this point of the day. Speaking of Sarasota County, all clear right now, completely clear. And then farther south into the South County map, you see a buildup right there off of 681 and heading toward I-75 as well. I'll keep you posted. 6:02 on this Monday morning.
Topping our news this half hour, the former director of national intelligence says U.S. institutions are, quote, under assault. As
reporter Andrew Spencer tells us, fallout over the James Comey firing continues while the search for a replacement is well underway.
The developments of the past week, very bothersome, very disturbing to me.
James Clapper, the former director of national intelligence under President Obama, says he feels in many ways U.S. institutions are under attack.
Both externally, and that's the big news here, is the Russian interference in our election system. And I think as well our institutions are under assault internally.
Internally from the president?
Exactly.
Clapper says he feels the government's system of checks and balances is eroding. The criticism follows nearly a week of backlash over the firing of now former FBI Director James Comey. U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley defended that move on ABC's This Week.
The president is the CEO of the country. He can hire and fire whoever he wants. That's his right. Whether you agree with it or not, it's the truth. And what he's trying to do is find his own team, figure out how he's going to do it. Were there better ways he could have done that? That's for everybody else to decide.
President Donald Trump says he might choose his replacement for Comey from a short list before leaving for his first overseas trip as president on Friday.
Outstanding people that are very well known, highest level, so we could make a fast decision.
Before the trip next week, you think, possibly?
Even that is possible.
Trump's aides have been screening potential replacements for Comey, interviewing several people over the weekend. I'm Andrew Spencer, reporting.
At a graduation speech on Saturday, President Trump said he expects a fast decision to be made on Comey's replacement. Among the possible nominees, acting director Andrew McCabe. Developing overnight, the world is reacting this morning after North Korea sends out a threatening and boastful message about its new ballistic missile test. North Korea said via state media that Sunday's launch proves it is capable of putting a large nuclear warhead on a missile, and Pyongyang warned the U.S. not to provoke it, saying the mainland U.S. and its Pacific operation are within striking range. North Korea went on to say that its missile launch was a success and was supervised by its leader, Kim Jong-un. The missile reportedly reached an altitude of more than 2,000 kilometers before it landed near Russia.
Happening today, the Supreme Court may be ruling on immigration protocol. Decisions in a half-dozen cases dealing with immigration are expected over the next 2 months, some of which could be decided as early as today when they reconvene. The court is meeting to issue opinions in cases that were argued over the past 6 months. Those opinions may also give some idea of where certain justices stand when it comes to President Trump's controversial travel ban. And speaking of travel, more drama on a commercial airplane this weekend. All over, not over a booked flight rather, or a baby this time, but now over cake. A family headed to Las Vegas was kicked off a JetBlue flight after an attendant asked them to move their cake from an overhead bin reserved for emergency equipment to underneath a seat. That video of that discussion now getting a lot of attention. JetBlue claims the father became agitated and yelled at the crew, but the family says that's not what happened.
I had to move my bag.
But we moved it. But we followed your directions.
You know, when she told me that I was being non-compliant, then I said, ma'am, have you been drinking? This is what
we're trying to avoid. Now members of the Flight Attendants Union are speaking out and saying these videos paint them in an unfair light because they don't show everything that's happened.
An update now, 6 weeks after a fire and overpass collapse, the morning commute today in Atlanta should be back on track. Southbound lanes on I-85 reopened over the weekend. The road had been shut down since March when a blaze beneath the bridge burned so hot that it caused the overpass to collapse. A man was indicted on felony arson, by the way. Now commuters say getting to work this week should be much faster.
Amazing. Thank you for the Atlanta workers. Thank you. They worked faster than we thought. We were amazed they finished so fast.
And while many are thankful for the quick reconstruction pace, others say they are concerned about the safety of the structure. However, GDOT was quick to defend its record pace, saying the bridge was quality tested and is indeed safe for travel. Well, Target is known for their low prices, but a North Florida man is in court for his attempt at dropping the company's stock prices even more. Federal prosecutors say he planned to place bombs on Target shelves. Charles Barnett faces a possible life sentence in federal prison after prosecutors say he offered a confidential source $10,000 to place homemade bombs disguised as food in Target stores from New York to Florida. Court documents say he had purchased options on Target stock that would pay out when the price dropped.
A cautionary tale for beachgoers out of Miami, as police say 3 beachgoers at a Miami park suffered scrapes and bruises after being ran over by a county pickup truck. Police say the driver of the pickup, a county employee, told them that he did not see the 3 before his Ford F-150 rolled over them as they sunbathed. The incident happened late Friday at Crandon Park. No charges have been filed against the man. The 3 beachgoers suffered injuries mainly to their legs and feet, but were not seriously hurt.
Imagine that, you're lying there on the beach one moment and the next second, here comes a truck.
I know, how many times do people out here, out there, and you see those little rovers go by?
Yeah, so. That's true. Luckily not badly injured though.
Yes.
Good to hear.
Well, experts are calling the WannaCry virus the largest cyber attack in history. The massive hack bringing business to a screeching halt for companies around the globe since Friday. The hacker's identity is still unknown. After a weekend of fallout, experts are now concerned that the problem could expand as the work week begins. Reed Binion has the story.
The numbers are rising again.
Law enforcement officials around the world emphasizing that the threat from Friday's massive global cyber attack is not over yet.
We've never seen anything on this scale, and our concern is the way in which this, for the first time, we've seen something that combines the ransomware with a worm functionality.
The concern is that as employees return to work Monday and fire up their desktops, they'll fall victim to the virus that froze hundreds of thousands of computers over the weekend.
The infection of one computer triggers rather remotely an infection of entire networks.
The ransomware known as WannaCry exploits a vulnerability in outdated versions of Microsoft Windows, locking down all of a computer's files. The hackers then demanding hundreds of dollars in ransom to relinquish control of the files. Microsoft's chief legal officer said Sunday that the company is working to address the problem, but also said companies have a responsibility to update their systems and that governments must do more to proactively fight cyber threats. The security flaw that hackers used was made public after information was stolen from the NSA. A UK security researcher found a way to stem the initial spread of the virus, but Europol director Rob Wainwright says that the solution was merely a temporary one.
The cybercriminals already responded to that and issued a variant of the threat that gets beyond that.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
The biggest target so far has been shipping giant FedEx. My sister sent me a link last week and I was afraid to click on it.
I know.
You get nervous these days.
Yeah.
Do you regularly update your virus software and your Windows operating system?
Who's asking?
Yeah, I know.
I really should. We really all should a little bit more, but I always I pass it off. I'll do it later,
I kind of never look. I assume that it's automatically doing that, but I never look to see if it actually has.
I know.
It's a good point.
I think I will now. We have changing weather over the next several days. Talk about that in a minute.
All right. Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, a couple loses everything to tornadoes in Texas. How one man helped reunite them with an important piece of their past.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wannabe Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
Drive into Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota and discover big savings during the Drive and Discover event. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of Ram trucks. Get maximum cargo space and more comfort with a new Ram Quad Cab for as low as $24,999. Or get more legroom and maximum comfort with a new Ram Crew Cab and save up to $10,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
So our temperatures kind of reflect the fact that dew point values have risen just a little bit. They're at 67 degrees now. The air temperature is at 73. We're in store for some warm temperatures over the next several days. Inland temperatures will likely crack the 90 mark. And in extreme inland temperatures along the spine of the state over the course of the next several days, by midweek, we'll probably see some mid-90s. Along the coastline, a little bit cooler. Will develop a sea breeze each and every afternoon as the winds will generally be light. Northeast now coming in at about 5. Across the region, 70 Wauchula, Myakka, Arcadia, Northport, 67 degrees in Punta Gorda, 71 in Inglewood, 72 in Venice, 71 Lakewood Ranch, 73 Longboat Key. We have this big ridge of high pressure, which is going to be building through the deep south and across the Florida peninsula. Now, what that will do will be to bring our winds to a light and variable place today, and over the next several days kind of establish a more northeasterly wind flow. But it'll be a fairly light wind that'll allow the sea breeze to build each and every afternoon. And as the sea breeze builds, It will take advantage of a limited amount of moisture and maybe produce an isolated shower or two. That's it. It's going to be dry for the next several days. As we head into weeks in, perhaps we'll see a little bit more of a southeasterly wind flow, and that will help bring us a better chance of rainfall Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday particularly. So hopefully we'll get some of that needed rainfall as we head into the later half of the week. As I mentioned, dew point values will rise. It's going to feel kind of tropical around here by the time we hit midweek, and that's going to be helpful for firefighters in Northport, I think, that little increase in the humidity. Still, until that happens, there'll be several hours today and tomorrow of low relative humidity that will create an increased fire risk. But with the slowly increasing moisture, I think, and the light winds, we probably won't see any red flag warnings being issued. Warmer today, light winds, increasing humidity. But I caution you, even though we don't see red flag warnings, that does not mean that the fire danger is significantly lessened. It's still high, and you are cautioned about using any kind of flame out of doors. Big ridge of high pressure brings us sunny skies today, too. That will aid in creating the warm temperatures and also the higher evaporation rates in the middle parts of the day for the next several days. Winds, as I mentioned, as that whole system drifts out into the Atlantic, will be somewhat variable, and rain showers will be at a premium along the coast. Down in the southern tip of the state, there may be a few showers, and some of that moisture lifting north over the next several days may help bring us some of that much-needed rain. But until then, I think we're only looking at perhaps an isolated shower at best. You know, we really could use a good drenching rain, but don't see that in the near-term forecast. Drier air aloft is indicated by this dry air moving across the state by the tan contours on our water vapor imagery. So the forecast for today calls for a little chance of rainfall till we get till midweek, unfortunately, and then we start increasing the rain chances as we head into the weekend. Daytime high temperatures by midweek, as I mentioned, will be in the 90-degree mark for most everyone. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Sean. Taking a look at traffic this morning, looks like the Green Bridge as you head into downtown Bradenton, seeing an increase in traffic. Also 301 as you head south. And speaking of heading south, let's look into Sarasota County. Really the only congestion you're going to see on the roadways, mostly on Bee Ridge Road in both directions. I-75 looking clear if you're heading out through your morning commute this morning. There is an accident though on I-75 towards Venice. It looks like that is throughout that area, so we will keep an eye out for that. Other than that, your morning commute should be a breeze at 6:18 on this Monday. A token of love became a needle in a haystack for newlyweds who lost everything in those April tornadoes in Texas.
Justin and Ariel Duke's home was destroyed with Ariel's wedding band still inside with the ring. Francesca Washington explains what it took to find the ring hidden in devastation.
Two burn piles now sit where newlyweds Justin and Ariel Duke once planned their future.
If it wasn't destroyed, it's not here.
The couple's been married for just 3 months, and out of everything they lost in the April 29th tornado, it was Ariel's wedding ring they were desperate to find.
The only thing I really wanted out of all of it.
She said she had taken it off to do yard work at her in-laws' house, and when the couple returned to their home after the storm, her ring.
Just a needle in a haystack.
Ariel says after 6 days of searching the debris with family and friends, she lost hope. So Justin shared their situation on Facebook. That post caught the eye of metal detector Nathan Wright.
I just wanted to come try to find it.
After connecting with the couple online,
I heard it at the side of the house and just started doing circles and started going in lines and following debris.
And about 4 hours later, he says he found the ring right here, about 30 feet from where the home once stood.
I just hollered out. You know, I'm sure anybody around thought I was going crazy, but I hollered out and thanked the Lord that I was able to find it.
Justin says now her ring won't just symbolize their love, but serve as a reminder of hope, even in the worst of times.
They could survive, go through a tornado and a rebuilding process. We got this.
And they also found her matching gold wedding band as well. Wow.
Could you imagine? Oh my goodness.
Meantime, they lost their entire house too.
I know.
Awful. 6:20 still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast. The latest on the death of a Penn State fraternity brother.
What former students are now coming forward and saying about similar incidences in the past.
Introducing the all-new Alfa Romeo Giulia, a performance masterpiece. Race-inspired handling and lightning-fast response times take your drive to the next level. Find yours at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
With all the furniture choices you have, where do you shop? How about Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, now available in Sarasota? Treat yourself to a new Beauty Sleep Queen mattress set starting at only $399 and save up to $800 off an adjustable base with your mattress purchase. Find huge Memorial Day discounts of up to 70% off throughout our showroom with hundreds of items ready for immediate delivery. It's the Memorial Day sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, available now in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Giulia from Alfa Romeo. Appearance. Performance. Power. Find yours at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
A pretty shot of the 10th Street boat ramp that leads out to Sarasota Bay and on to Longboat Key. Very peaceful here. We'll be talking shortly, though, to a fire expert down in Northport about what happened there this past weekend. 3,500 acres burned. Interstate closed down as well. We'll have a live update in a few minutes here on Good Morning Suncoast.
Welcome back. It is 6:23 on this Monday morning for you. Now, there are new developments this morning in the death of a pledge at a Penn State University fraternity.
As Gio Benitez tells us, former students are coming forward now to say the death could have been prevented.
In this morning's GMA First Look, 18 members of the Beta Theta Pi fraternity now await their fate as the parents of the 19-year-old sophomore who died during an alcohol-fueled hazing ritual are now setting their sights on the university.
This was occurring right underneath the noses of Penn State officials.
Piazza falling headfirst down the frat house stairs this past February. The frat brothers waiting nearly 12 hours before calling for help. Piazza died at the hospital the next day. After Piazza's death, Penn State permanently banned Beta Theta Pi, adding new restrictions for all Greek organizations and putting a graduation hold on the students charged. Still, Piazza's family says none of that can bring back their beloved son. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll hear from Tim Piazza's family live. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
I was always the girl with psoriasis. People don't stare anymore.
I never joined in. That wasn't fair to any of us.
I was covered. I tried lots of things over the years.
But I didn't give up.
I kept on fighting.
I found something that worked.
That still works.
Now, see me.
See me.
I found clear skin that lasts.
See if Cosentyx could make a difference for you. Cosentyx is proven to help people with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis find clear skin that can last. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting Cosentyx, you should be checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, or if you've received a vaccine or plan to. If you have inflammatory bowel disease, tell your doctor if symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
See me to know.
Clear skin can last.
Don't hold back. Ask your dermatologist if Cosentyx can help you find clear skin that lasts.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
I am powerful beyond my wildest imagination.
I will define my future.
I will keep challenging myself to improve.
Because I am a future leader of this great nation.
I will make a difference in my community.
I will not settle for simply chasing my dreams, I will achieve them.
Because I was given a chance.
An opportunity.
At Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America.
The ultimate leadership experience.
Join us. We'll build a new future together.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that. And with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Nobody beats Subaru in service, quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALG named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
This half hour on Good Morning Suncoast, one of the worst brush fires in decades on the Suncoast. We'll have the latest from Northport.
Plus, opening statements are coming for the triple murder case of Andres Avalos. What to expect in court today out of Manatee County.
And a sweet look at Mother's Day at Selby Gardens. All that and more this half hour on Good Morning Suncoast.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, 6:30, May the 15th. Glad you're with us. Nice shot there of the downtown area, Sarasota, looking toward the Fruitville and Lemon intersection. Glad you're with us. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Certainly glad to have you with us on this Monday morning. Let's check in with John Scalzi for a look at your forecast this weekend.
Well, it's going to be warm as we head into the midweek period. No doubt about that. We'll see temperatures in many locations hit the 90 mark. But for today, we'll see a lot of High pressure building in across the region. Let's go to the maps. We're looking at high pressure bringing us lots of sunshine across the region and little chance of rainfall today. Dew points will continue to rise, making it feel pretty sticky by midweek, and winds will be light and variable. Complete forecast coming up in just a few. Back to you guys.
All right, John, talk to you soon. Checking Suncoast traffic right now. A few buildups here and there in Manatee County. Nothing major at this point. Farther south into Sarasota County maps, we'll see a little slowdown there on Fruitville at Beneva in the eastbound lane. Not too much to speak of at this point. And South County, some issues there. Looks like it's 75 and 681. A bit of an issue there, hence the triangle there. And also 41 northbound, just north of there, slow down as well. Otherwise, all clear at 6:30 on this Monday morning. Our top story this half hour, a brush fire on the Suncoast like we've not seen in decades.
The Raintree fire has been burning in Northport since Saturday, and now crews are in the mop-up phase.
When big stories like that happen, we'll send out a push notification to let you know. You can get the latest. We're going to go to Northport now for an interview with Patrick Mahoney, a wildlife specialist. And Patrick, good morning. Thanks for your time. What's the status down there this morning?
Good morning. Right now it's a little hazy from the smoke that's going to be around for a while. Driving conditions are good right now, and just asking people just to beware, be cautious.
All right, Patrick, now do you guys have any information or updates as to what exactly sparked this fire?
The cause right now is under investigation, and as soon as we find out what the cause is, I will be releasing that. And at this point, we're just focused on getting the fire completely out and trying to put down the hot spots as quickly as we can.
All right, so 3,500 acres, 35% contained. You've been in this business now for a number of years. I know you and I have talked before. Is this indeed the worst you've seen in decades? Or give us some perspective, Patrick.
This is one of the worst fires that we've had in a while. Before, we've always looked at the 98, 99, 2000 as being the benchmark years of wildfires in this area. So far this year, we have surpassed that with the number of fires, the size of fires, and the drought index. And we're extremely dry. And with the wind that we had Saturday, this was a wind-driven fire. It was spotting a quarter mile to half a mile. And the fire is about a quarter mile wide, but very, very long. And so it burns from Northport here at Price and Raintree all the way into Griffin Preserve in DeSoto County.
Well, we know it must have been bad when there is an interstate shut down for part of the weekend. That is serious business. So at this point, all roads are open and the smoke is dissipated for the most part?
Correct. The interstate was shut down for about 12 hours. And just to give you an idea of just how quickly this was moving, it was burning about 200 acres every half hour. And so at some point early on, we all pulled everybody back away from the head because we knew we wasn't going to stop it. And so we quickly shut down the interstate and the other roads in the area because it was just a fast-moving fire.
All right, well, thank you for your update. We appreciate your time. Patrick Mahoney, a wildlife specialist in Northport. Talk to you again soon.
All right, well, firefighters are hoping for rain to help with their efforts, but they got the next best thing on Sunday afternoon. Take a look. Hundreds of bottles of water, courtesy of Cub Scout Pack 157 and Lowe's of Northport. Those community members stepping in to help those keeping their homes and families safe during the crisis. Congratulations to them. We thank them for sure. Also, a mandatory evacuation order now over for 2 South Georgia towns that have been threatened by a wildfire near the Florida state line. Lightning sparked that fire on April 6th, and it burned more than 150,000 acres. More than 800 firefighters and support personnel continue fighting those flames this morning.
On to other news now. In Sarasota, a pedestrian recovering after being hit by a car near the Siesta Key Bridge. It happened early Sunday morning on Siesta Drive. Police say the pedestrian suffered injuries but would not elaborate on how severe. A black Ford pickup truck could be seen at the crime scene, and police say the driver has been cooperative.
Happening today, opening arguments are set to begin in the triple murder trial of Andres Avalos in Manatee County. Jury selection wrapped up last week after over 150 people were summoned as potential jurors. The jury is made up of 10 men and 4 women. Avalos is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder in the death of his wife Amber, his neighbor Denise Potter, and Reverend James Tripp Battle. If convicted, Avalos could face the death penalty.
A follow-up now on Sarasota's third annual seagrass survey. In April, we showed you Sarasota County scientists along with citizen volunteers analyzing those seagrasses in Sarasota Bay. They took photos and used a new app on their phones to identify the type of seagrass and where it was found. Well, now the results are in, showing the most common species of seagrasses. Right here is turtle grass, manatee grass, shoal grass. And the majority of the bay only had a 30% of drift algae, which is good news since drift algae can cause seagrass beds to die or prevent growth. Overall, seagrasses on Sarasota Bay have been expanding since 1990, and this year's report proves it is not slowing down so far in 2017.
Bradenton drivers have one less stop sign to deal with this morning. The intersection of 27th Street East and 38th Avenue East is now a fully active roundabout. It's all part of the city's 44th Avenue East extension project. The new curve in the road is one of 2 roundabouts planned to boost traffic flow. Coming up next, 30th Street East and 38th Avenue East, less than a quarter mile away.
Well, end of an era. This Sunday, Ringling Brothers has their final show in Manhattan, but the Ringling name, of course, will always live on here on the Suncoast. John Ringling's influence goes far beyond the circus. He developed St. Armand's Circle, of course, and also the bridge that connects the bayfront to Lido Key. It didn't exist before. He also brought his circus here in 1927, and that heritage continues today. The Circus Arts Conservatory brings us Circus Sarasota each year and oversees the greatest little show on earth. Organizers say the demise of the Ringling Circus will have no impact here.
Ringling closing sort of identifies the change in circus. People are less just spectators and more engaging. And for the youth specifically, Circus Arts is a great meld of athletics and performing arts.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 5, Scott Dennis will explore the century-old Ringling presence in Sarasota and the legacy the circus leaves behind.
Some Suncoast moms are resting a little easier following this Mother's Day with the help from some generous donations at a local nonprofit. Mothers Helping Mothers is a group that provides basic necessities such as clothing and baby items, all free of charge to family in need. Moms or dads in need can come in and shop at their location at North Washington Boulevard, and whatever they want is free.
It takes a village, you know, and in today's society, sometimes people don't have somebody, you know, through choices that are made in life or made for them, they are without resources and they're without people. And so it's really important for mothers and fathers to rally around those who might not have a support system. So that's really what we provide, is stuff as well as the love and support that they might not have.
Needing what you need here, like clothing, especially of a newborn, because it's expensive, and I think clothing, diapers, strollers, and car seat, I think it helps a lot.
Now, if you want to do your part to help local mothers and their families, you can visit MHM in Sarasota to learn how you can volunteer or donate to their cause. And speaking of moms, Mom's Special Day was in full swing on the Suncoast yesterday, of course, and with several locations hosting special events for celebrating. Powell Crosley Estates held their Mother's Day tea party with ladies dressing up with hats and gloves for high tea with mom.
And Selby Gardens hosted Mother's Day brunch among spring flowers in bloom. Our photographer Sammy Chodo spoke to those attending and asked what Mother's Day means to them.
Why did we come out today?
Because it's Mother's Day.
Mother's Day means family.
She means somebody that's always there for me.
What do I mean to you, sweetie pie?
Love.
Love? That's why we came, because we are celebrating love?
Yeah.
Why do you love me?
Because you're the best.
I have the best mother in the world, and just celebrating her, that's all.
She is an amazing mother, so we're obviously here for her.
Thank you. My mom, she means the world to me. My role model, my grandmother too.
She's been there for me for just about every big moment in my life, and you know, she's getting older, so I wanted to show her I appreciate her.
It's a tradition to come to Selby Gardens for our Mother's Day brunch.
We are here to celebrate Mother's Day and have a little brunch and spend time with family.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's the day's gorgeous out. It's sunny. It's on the bay. It doesn't get any better.
Happy Mother's Day.
And a happy mother to all the mommies out there?
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
How sweet is that? Now, if you'd like to share your Mother's Day memories with us, you can go to our website or our Facebook page and show us your favorite moments from your special day with your mom.
You know who's a real unsung hero as a son? This guy down here.
Yes, he is.
No, you quietly do a lot for your mother and her quilting efforts. Is that true?
Well, she doesn't quilt, but she sews. You know what she does? She sews at 92. She sews blankets for Humane Society shelters.
And what do you do to help? I've heard you've been cutting things for her.
That's about all I can do.
I have a video. I have a video of you cutting some blankets over there.
Yeah.
That's very sweet, then.
Well, you know, I had a sweet mom. I don't know how all those people are saying they have the best mom in the world when I obviously have.
Yeah, we all do.
It was a beautiful, beautiful weekend for Mother's Day, and I think as we head into the next several days, we're going to watch the temperatures kind of heat up. We'll talk about that.
All right, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, a rare Harry Potter prequel stolen in the UK.
What authorities are now doing to try and find that thief? We'll have that story after this.
When caring for my wife alone became too much for me, I called my long-term care insurance company to get help from granny nannies. Now the most wonderful nurses help me with her care.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline. If you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death, you must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
it's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small.
I mean, really moves me.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
So looking at an air temperature that's coming in around 73 degrees, dew point value coming in about 67. That dew point value will be rising over the next several days. That means that the humidity will also be increasing, and it'll feel a little bit sticky as we head into midweek. Now, the good thing is that the dew point value will be increasing in Northport as well, so that the risk of the ability to fight a fire will become a little better as we head into particularly Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe even the rainfall chances will start to increase as we get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which will be, of course, a big benefit. As far as smoke kind of huddling down near the ground, Well, that may be true this morning in Northport, but as we head into the afternoon, I think we'll see a lot better dispersion. In other words, a lot better chance of the atmosphere to dilute that smoke as we head into the afternoon period. So good news there. The downside of the firefighting today will be the fact that the winds will be somewhat variable. They'll generally be coming in out of the north, but they're going to be shifting from northeast to northwest as that sea breeze builds. And there could be a brief period of time later in the day when they may gust just a little bit as the sea breeze begins to build. High pressure is going to really kind of prevent any kind of rain showers for us for the most part over the course of the next several days as it moves out into the Atlantic and steers our winds generally out of the east. But there'll be light enough winds that we'll see that sea breeze build each and every day along the coastline and move inland to about the line of the interstate. And those winds could produce slightly breezy conditions. But in general, we're looking at about a 5 to 10 knot wind instead of the very breezy winds that we saw with the frontal passage over the weekend. So good news there. As we head into the weekend, I think some of the moisture that we have down to the south will start to lift northward, and we'll have a much better chance at seeing some little bit more significant rainfall. Warmer today, we'll see light winds generally, and then increasing humidity. For the first half of the day, may see some of that smoke lift up toward Arcadia, but then as we head into the mid-morning and afternoon, most of that smoke will be pushed a little bit further to the south. And as I mentioned, it will start to kind of dilute as we head into the afternoon. So the air quality projections are still good for this afternoon. As far as the deep south goes, Atlanta Airport looks good. Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte Airport all look fine. No issues here with any kind of weather for them. Titan radar not showing any rain falling across the peninsula. In fact, our rain chance today is minimal, coming in probably at around 10% or so, mostly along the sea breeze front. The high pressure ridge will be basically directly over us as we head into tomorrow, and then it moves out into the Atlantic. Our winds start to shift. We start to get a little more moisture in here, and we get a little upper level feature move through over the weekend, which will enhance our rainfall chances as well. Daytime highs midweek will crack the 90 mark. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, John. Taking a look at Suncoast roadways this morning, looks like there is an accident on I-75 as you're heading towards the eastern part of Palmetto. Also, it looks like State Road 70 in both directions. That accident also on I-75 northbound right before the exit 224 off of 301, so keep an eye out for that. It looks like 70 seeing some increase in traffic. Also another accident as you're heading down 301 at Talavast Road into Sarasota County. Looks like Fruitville and Bee Ridge seeing an increase in traffic. Also 41 seeing a little bit of congestion as you head towards Siesta Key. Another accident off I-75 as well. Looks like that is northbound around exit 200 towards the Northport, South County area. 6:47 this morning, and a new study suggests there may be a link between taking high doses of common painkillers like ibuprofen and an increased chance of heart attacks.
A British medical journal links these drugs to heart problems. They focused on almost 500,000 people prescribed anti-inflammatory drugs by doctors rather than those who bought the painkillers over the counter. This research suggests the risk could be greatest in the first 30 days of taking the drugs. However, scientists believe the findings are not clear-cut, saying other factors could also be involved, calling for further research on this alarming trend. Researchers suggest taking the lowest dosage of these pills as possible for pain relief to help reduce any risk of heart attacks. Entertainment news now. Rock band U2 almost had to perform With or Without You for this past weekend.
Frustrated ticket holders stood for hours outside BC Place Stadium in Vancouver waiting to get inside. It was mostly due to new security measures that staff put in place to battle scalpers. Many fans had to scan both their tickets and the credit card that they used to buy them to get in. Opening act Mumford & Sons played to a half-empty venue as concert goers battled those lines that some say were over half a mile long. Fortunately, U2 did take the stage about 20 minutes late, with most of their fans making it to their seats before then.
What a mess. Sad news here. Actor Powers Booth has passed away. Emmy winner passed away Sunday of natural causes in L.A. Booth was known for playing villains in films like Sin City and Tombstone. He also starred in the TV series Deadwood and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was 68 years old.
And Harry Potter fans, you'll want to listen to this story. An untitled prequel to the wildly popular Harry Potter books has been stolen in a robbery in the UK. That's according to authorities that say the 800-word long The 800 words long and handwritten manuscript written by the original author, J.K. Rowling, was taken from a property. Rowling had penned the story for a local dyslexia charity, which then sold at an auction for around $32,000. Rowling urged her followers on Twitter to turn down any sales of that manuscript.
I hope they can catch you. Did that?
I know.
Wow. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, a new breed of dinosaur making its public debut.
We'll tell you what's so unique about this amazing creature coming up.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular received a J.D. Power Award for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and switch now. For a limited time, get your first month of service free. Call 800-457-2317, go online, or visit a Target store today.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wanna Be Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Come on in, welcome to our pad. Trust me, folks, you're in for a ride. I'm driving, so relax. Unwind, leave your buckets all behind. Get ready to blow your mind. In Beatsville, don't be shy. Come and make the scene. Catch the crazy party inside. The hipsters here are gone and dig, man, they're on to something big. Yeah, they're gonna flip your wig in Beatsville. Catch the gig in Beatsville.
This is the morning commute in Atlanta. Why are we showing you this? Because I-85 has now reopened after that big fire about 6 weeks ago that shut down a major artery in Atlanta. In fact, the work got done faster due to a little financial incentive.
Yeah, they said that they had a $3.5 million incentive to get it done before June 15th, and some commuters were even saying what would have taken them 5 minutes to get around that area was taking them up to an hour. As you can see, you can kind of see the different the colors in the roadway there on the interstate.
Running smoothly there right now at 6:54 on this Monday morning.
Welcome back. We're following some top local stories for you right here on the Suncoast this morning.
Yeah, in fact, Northport fire crews are still mopping up one of the worst fires the area has seen since the 1990s. Over 3,500 acres burned so far. Dry conditions and high winds didn't help much. We'll have updates throughout the morning here on ABC 7.
And after a week of jury selection, opening arguments are set to begin in the triple murder trial of Andres Avalos in Manatee County. He's charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder in the death of his wife Amber, his neighbor Denise Potter, and Reverend Tripp Battle. If convicted, Avalos could face the death penalty.
The Ringling Brothers have their final circus this weekend in Manhattan, but the Ringling name won't be going away anytime soon. It's everywhere on the Suncoast, the museum, the bridge, the road, dry cleaners, pizza parlors. Later today, our Scott Dennis has a special report on the century-old Ringling presence in Sarasota and the legacy of the circus is leaving behind.
And taking a look at traffic this morning, I-75 northbound towards 301 in Manatee County, seeing an accident around exit 224 in that area. Looks like State Road 70 and 301 seeing an increase in traffic as we head into Sarasota County. There is also another accident off 301 at Talabast Road. And as we head into South County, again, another accident at I-75. It looks like that is towards off of I-75 at that intersection around 681. John?
Little chance of rain today, hot and dry, hotter as we head into midweek. Generally speaking, Northport smoke will be blown southward today, but the good news is it should mix away nicely in the afternoon.
A dinosaur fossil that took 7,000 hours to prepare is finally making its public debut. Meet the Nodosaur. It's now on display at the Royal Museum in Alberta, Canada. This fossil was discovered in a Canadian oil sand mine back in 2011. Its skin and body armor are almost perfectly intact and show exactly what the Nodosaur looked like when it roamed the Earth.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's some history for you. That's before the Ringling Circus even.
That was a long time ago.
Enjoy your Monday, folks.
All right. Stick around. Good Morning America coming up.